Hello, welcome to Brock's Basement, and this is my pull list for the week of March 8th, 2023. Let's dive right in. First up, we have Adventures of John Kent, number one. This is a new one from DC in the Dawn of DC line of books. It's written by Tom Taylor, and I cannot wait to dive in to see where Tom takes us. Tom has done an amazing job. Tom Taylor's done an amazing job on Nightwing and his DC. I think it's the first stuff, like the vampire stuff. Everything he does is amazing, and you guys should be checking it out. But I'm super excited to see where this one takes us. Next up, we have Batman number 133 by Chip Zdarsky. I am not caught up with Batman. I am way behind on a lot of my comic books reading, just because life got in the way, and I've just been so busy. But I'm hoping to get caught up on some things as we go. And maybe this will motivate me to read a little bit more, or read more books, period. But yeah, I hear it's good. The Batman stuff from Chip Zdarsky. Next up, we have Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duo, book 5. I've been enjoying what I've read so far of this. I think I'm a few issues behind on it, but it's really, really great. Mark Silvestri's art is amazing. And I cannot wait to see where we go with this story. Another number one this week, but this time it's a digital first book that's finally being brought to print, and that is Scott Snyder and Francis Manapul's Clear from Dark Horse Comic Books. I'm super stoked to see where this goes. Scott Snyder has had a lot of stuff with Comixology and Dark Horse and all of this stuff, and it's finally starting to come out. So super, super excited to see what that entails. Next up is Flash 794, continuing the 1 Minute War. This is part 5, or the fifth second down. I don't know. I'm assuming it's part 5. Looks like we have Flash's daughter makes an appearance in this. I am not caught up with Flash. I have heard it's been really, really good. Adams has done a fantastic job with the Flash, and so that's one of the books that's on my list of stuff to get caught up with. Next up, we have The Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue 6. I read the Joker series, liked it, and this is basically kind of a continuation of that a little bit, or in that vein of Joker stories. But I've enjoyed what I've read so far. Next up is Poison Ivy number 10. G. Willow Wilson is done a fantastic job with this. Art on this book is amazing. Jessica Wong knocks it out of the park with her covers. They're fantastic. I've met her in person at a local signing event at a comic store near us, and also at Fan Expo 2022 in San Francisco. And she's really sweet, amazing. If you get a chance, check out her stuff online, Jessica Fong. But Poison Ivy, Gigi Wilson, fantastic. The book is continuing from the numbering that it was given, because people like it so much and it keeps going. I have more stuff Poison Ivy related in a little bit. Next up, we have Star Wars The High Republic. I've been getting the Star Wars High Republic books only. I haven't touched a lot of the stuff that Star Wars is doing single issue, but I have been keep getting the Star Wars High Republic stuff. I'm behind on the previous series, and I need to get caught up with this one. Or I read the first issue of this one, and it's still in that High Republic Star Wars vein, so we'll see. Next up is a book from Mark Russell and a Blaze Comics, and that's Traveling to Mars. This is issue 4. It's pretty dark. I read the first issue, and Mark Russell just has always the craziest ideas and knocks it out of the park when he actually gets it there. So definitely something to check out maybe when it comes into trade. The next part of this, that's what I got. So those are the books that I picked up, that I'm reading, all of that stuff. The next part of this is all the variant covers that I picked up. So I do pick up some variant covers for books, and so that's what I'm getting. That's what these books are. So when I said more Poison Ivy, there's definitely more Poison Ivy. But let's get to the variants. So first up, we have the Joe Quesada variant for Batman 133. I snagged a copy of that one there. And then this is, I'm just double checking, the 1 in 25, but Derek Chu for Batman 133. Got Catwoman on the cover. I'm a sucker for the Gotham City Sirens and all that fun stuff. Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo book 5. I picked up the Gary Frank cover. That's an amazing cover right there. So yeah, snag that bad boy. And we're to the Poison Ivies. First up is the Jenny Friesen cover, which is always fantastic. Jenny Friesen, I love her art. I actually need to try and get a print of hers or meet her at a con or something. Next up, we have Joshua Middleton, who did a fantastic job on this variant cover here. Really, really knocked it out of the park with this one. Really solid Poison Ivy cover. And that's just the D cover, I guess. It's not the one in 25. It's the other one that they have available. And then this month is International Women's Month, Day, Week, whatever you want to call it. But DC in Style is doing the International Women's Day variants. So Poison Ivy 10 and an innovation one. The artist, sorry, is Skylar Patridge. So yeah, so I snagged that one up there. And that's it for comic books this week. I did pick up a graphic novel and a book this week. I tend to try and get the novels that I get on here because local bookstores, I can't necessarily get everything. And Penguin Random House is shitty as a shipper. So we actually get some stuff from Diamond, and they actually are in better condition than we would get from Penguin Random House. So that's why I sometimes get those. But first up, we had a graphic novel, and this is the fourth one in this series for the Teen Titans, and this is Teen Titans Robin by Cami Garcia with art by Gabriel Piccolo. I've read the first three, really, really great titles. They have connecting cover ones that are coming out in like a box set and stuff, so there's tons of stuff. So if you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend it. It's part of their young adult line of books, and it's just really, really solid stuff. I really enjoy it. If you get a chance, check this one out. And the book I ended up getting was Star Wars Jedi Battle Scars by Sam Maggs. And this appears to be stuff written before the events in Jedi Survivor. So, yeah, so we'll see what that entails. I played the video game and really liked it. So we'll see where this novel takes us when I get a chance to actually get to reading a novel. For those of you who are new here, this especially shelf behind me here, right in this area here, these are all the books that I have on my shelf to read. Everything else behind me is either stuff I've read in other formats and just collected, or stuff I do need to actually read, but there's a lot of it. So, yeah. I did grab a couple of posters that we got for the store. We don't really have space to put them up, but sometimes I snag the promotional ones that we get, and so I grabbed one for big one. This one's for Night Fever. That's the new Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips book that's coming out soon in June of 2023. So you can pre-order that from your local comic shop, but I snagged up the wonderful poster for that. And I also grabbed a poster for James Tynian's World Tree. This is a pretty cool promotional cover for World Tree here. So I snagged that one up for World Tree. That one's coming out, when is this one coming out? April, end of April. So so we haven't put in final orders for it, I don't think, but be on the lookout for that on final order cutoff or last call for order. Some shops call it differently. But yeah, you should really get out there and pre-order your books. Super important to do that, especially for your own well-being and all of that. So yeah, but that's it. So if you like this and you want me to keep doing these, leave comments, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. I will link to our most recent episode here, and you can check out what I have to say over there. You can support us through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees, and for us, hosts, getting stuff like comics. So thank you. Don't know if I'm going to do a Patreon yet for myself, but maybe down the road if this continues and gets more traction. It's weird coming back to it after over a year of being gone, but I kind of missed sitting here and chatting with you guys and letting you know what I'm picking up and so on and so forth. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. And yeah, you can also follow me at Instagram on Brock's Basement. I'll probably have shots on there of just the covers that I really enjoyed for the week. Trying to get some stuff going, but yeah. Welcome to Brock's Basement, and this was my pull list for March 8th, 2023. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.